Hello everyone, and welcome to Till Vacuum Do Us Part, and welcome to my Fall Decorate With Me 2021. I'm so excited to finally be starting this video. I was just dragging my feet last week. It was just so hot here, and I didn't want to put fall up until it cooled off, but then I remembered that I live in Oklahoma, and it's not going to cool off until it's like dead of winter. So I went ahead and broke down and started decorating, and honestly, I'm so thankful that I did, because it just makes it feel more fallish even if it is blistering hot outside. So I decided just to bring fall to me, and it does. When I'm inside, it feels like fall and it makes me happy. So if you're ready for fall but it's too hot outside, I say just do it and you can just live in your happy place. But as you can see, I'm starting to pull all of my decor out. When the season gets close, or the holiday, or the birthday, whatever I'm decorating for, I have Chase get down my tub so I can see what I have and what I need to buy. Then when it comes to decorating, I pull it all out, and I like to display it if I don't have too much, just so I can see what I'm working with. I will also be sharing a few DIYs in today's video. So if you have some pumpkins that no longer match your decor, or you grabbed some from a garage sale or maybe Goodwill, or some got donated to you, whatever the reason, if they're not your style anymore, do not toss those, because I have a really quick fix for you. Oh, and just one more tip, I like to keep my tubs that the colors match the holiday. Then when my husband's getting up to grab the tub down, he knows orange is for fall, red and green is for Christmas, blue is for Easter, and so on, and it just makes life a little bit more simpler. Right now, I'm giving you just a quick look at everything I have. So some of this is new, some of this is used, some of it's even DIY. You guys are gonna see those here in a little bit, like I mentioned. But the first place I like to start decorating for some reason is always my front porch. It kind of gets me going, it gets me excited. It's a pretty simple place to start. Like, there's not much to do out here other than like sweep it, change the rug, change the pillow. Sometimes I change the wreath. So just starting somewhere easy will kind of motivate you to get the rest of it done. I always like to sweep before I put down new mats and rugs, and I like to shake them out really well. I just feel like it's just a nice, fresh, clean way to start, and this is people's first impression when they walk in your home, so I'm constantly sweeping my porch and just trying to keep it tidy. We have lots of work to do in this front space. Like, both of these flower beds need to be worked on, but with the reno going on at the other house and everything's out of stock, I'm just like putting it off for now. But I'm gonna put out the new rug. I'm so happy I found this. I wanna say I found it from like Ross. I'm not 100%, but I think it's Ross. And then this is a pillow I've had for a few years I'm putting down here. I don't love it, but at least it adds a little bit of fall. But I do wanna take a moment just to remember our fallen soldiers and their families. So that's what we're gonna do right here.
I see that it's tough now, but trust me, yeah, trust me. I know that we will make it through the storm, 'cause you and me been fighters since we were born. It's all over our bodies and hearts. Yeah, you and me been fighters right from the start. Been fighters right from the start. Been fighters right from the start.
I know our freedom doesn't come free. So thank you to all the military families and soldiers out there protecting us.
I can't let you go, baby. I just wanna tell you that. No, 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 no. Yeah. All of my friends say, girl, you better take care, 'cause that man is trouble.
Okay, whew, I need a moment to regroup. Now we're gonna head back inside and I'm gonna work on my entryway. So my entryway is another space that I love to decorate, because in my last house I didn't really have one. So I really just love working on this space and I'm so thankful for it. So I'm gonna work on this and regroup a little bit more, and then I'll be back in a second.
I've been looking for love so true. When I was down and out alone.
I picked up these pumpkins from Home Goods and I love them. I love that they're not perfectly round. I love they're just a little different. I don't know. I loved like the color of them, the style of them. So I picked up 3. I sat out 2 at first, and then I ended up removing one and just left 1 out. And I love how simple it looks. You still feel fall. It still looks like fall. So just keep that in mind when you're decorating. You do not have to spend a ton on decor. Sometimes just setting one thing out is almost better. So just remember, sometimes less is more. Okay, but now we're going to talk about our first DIY project. So this is something I kind of found what I wanted on Pinterest. Like I saw this cute pumpkin with greenery and I thought, okay, we can make that ourselves. So I ran to Hobby Lobby and bought the pumpkin and some greenery. You can put whatever you want in this. If you want flowers, if you want to like carve this out and put like a vase in there and have real greenery, go for it. That's definitely not what I'm doing today, but I want to show you what we did do. I had Chase cut a hole out of the top and cut the top off. Remember to keep that hole pretty small, because you don't want to see it when you put your greenery in. Now you could add more flowers or greenery, but if you're just wanting like a simple look, keep that pretty small. And then what's nice is I showed you the inside. It's all styrofoam, so you can just push down the greenery into it and it's going to stay. It's not going to move. It's not going to budge. So you can decorate it any way you want to, but I'm super happy with how this turned out. So I'm just shortening these a little bit. I was driving Chase crazy because you can bend it back and forth and it'll eventually break, but he was wanting me to use wire cutters. So that's why I grabbed that, and they did work a little bit faster.
'Cause I love you, yeah.
So you guys know I'm not huge into color, so I love if I can make a season go with my home style. If I put a ton of color in here, like oranges and yellows, it just wouldn't last long. I'd have it down in a week. So I really enjoy fall decor though. So just mixing those together and making the space work for you, that's what I'm all about. So if you want color, grab it. If you don't, make it work for you. Now I'm gonna start working on our guest bathroom. I always love to tie in whatever holiday or season into our guest bathroom. I feel like they're gonna go in there, they're gonna use it. I wouldn't put it in my bathroom because I'm in there every day, but I feel like it's just a fun way to add it into a space that isn't gonna drive you crazy. So here is a look at what it started, and then we'll decorate it and I'll show you how it ended.
For me, it's always gonna be you, babe. It's
Okay, now we're gonna move on to our next DIY because I am loving these black pumpkins. So you guys know I'm adding black through my entire house, and I thought, how am I gonna incorporate that into my pumpkins? And so I grabbed all the pumpkins out of my bin that I'd used the previous years that I didn't like the color anymore. The gold was either off, I'd used some green, and I don't want to have to rebuy pumpkins every year, plus there's not a lot of black pumpkins out there. So I thought I'm just gonna make it myself. So some of these already had greenery in it. You could definitely just add it to the top if they're like styrofoam. Those gold ones are styrofoam, so I could actually shove it down in there. You could hot glue some on, but I had picked up those from Target's Dollar Spot like a few years ago, so I just covered them up with Walmart sacks. And I'm gonna grab some spray paint, and I grabbed flat. So if you can find a matte or a flat, that's what's gonna be best. If you were to make these super shiny, I feel like they'll go more Halloween haunted house. So definitely stick with a matte or a flat. If I could have found a matte, I would have grabbed it, but like I could not find that much spray paint around here. I guess everybody's spray painting right now. So when you're doing your first coat, don't think you have to get every square inch of it. You'll hit it on the second time because you want to do a real thin layer and let it dry and then go do your second coat. So right here, the first layer is dry. You can see it's more of a flat base. It's not as shiny as like when it was wet. And then I'm going to go back through and do my second coat. I've never needed a third coat when spray painting, especially if you're going dark like this. So just go thin, let it dry quickly, and then go back and do another coat. It seriously will take under 15-20 minutes to do all of it. Like it dries super fast, and then you'll have some super edgy pumpkins if you're going black. If not, maybe you want the gold, maybe you want white, maybe you want orange or brighter orange, or maybe you want purple. Definitely just pick whatever color you want, and that'll save you so much money because you can grab those from the Dollar Tree or the Dollar Spot and Target or garage sales. Run to a Hobby Lobby, go to a Goodwill, like thrift stores, anything like that. You can get them super cheap and then just paint them to match your style.
All my friends say, help me out. Everything is better now. I'm finding my way back somehow. What if we got in a van, left for the coast? Wouldn't it be simple then? Find perfect peace.
So as you can see here, it doesn't take much to bring in fall decor. You can do this with Christmas, you can do this with summer, you can do this whatever you're trying to pull in the style. Maybe it's even just with your normal decorating. Maybe you like the beach, you can bring a little flavor of beach into your life. You don't have to go all in, just small little touches add up, and I feel like they almost stand out even more when it's simple like that. Now we're gonna head on to the kitchen. This is actually my fruit bowl, but it was empty and we needed to go to the grocery store, but I actually took it over with pumpkins. So if you have like a fruit bowl like this, you can definitely make it super cute. I picked up some pumpkins from Hobby Lobby. The bags were like, I wanna say like $9.99 each. And then of course they're half off because it's Hobby Lobby. That's why I love them. And I'm just gonna pile them up in here. And I loved that they were all the same color and they looked the same. They matched my decor. But it was still fall. I don't know. I think my house was made for fall. That's what I'm starting to decide.
All around, white knuckles, letting go now. All my friends say, help me out. White knuckles, on the way down. But our friends are all around. White knuckles, letting go now. All our friends say, help us out. Everything is better now. I'm finding my way back somehow. Everything is better now.
The best tip I can give you guys when you're decorating is use what you have. Like shop your house. I was looking for different like baskets and stuff to put these in, and when I was at Hobby Lobby, they were like $20 to $30 a piece. You guys probably all have cake stands in your cabinets. You have baskets. You have all sorts of white bowls from serving. Use what you have inside those cabinets, and putting a ton of pumpkins in them, it just brings it together and it makes it look all uniformed and it makes it look like a piece of art. I threw some pumpkins down here by this mirror and plant and I love it. once again, it just goes back to that simplicity of just putting a few pumpkins somewhere and it'll look beautiful. You don't need a ton. You don't need to go out and buy tons of brand new pumpkins. Just use what you have. So I went back to this platter. I wasn't going to use it since I had done the fruit bowl, but it kept catching my eye over there on the coffee table. So I'm going to tweak it a little bit and add some black, and then I'm going to take it over to my dining room and put it on my kitchen table, and I absolutely love how it turned out.
For real, I need to show you right now. Take a look at me now. I can't explain for the life.
So there is not one expensive pumpkin right here. Most of these are from the Dollar Spot or the Dollar Tree. Almost every single one of those. So these are all super affordable. I also had it like cascade down onto my table. I felt like it was almost as if like a waterfall was going down, but it was a waterfall of pumpkins. So this is the most things you'll ever see on my kitchen table, but I feel like it just works well. And then when you're putting all these pieces onto a cake stand, it also makes it easier to clean. So every time we eat here and I need to wipe down the table, it's not like a ton of work to move the pumpkins. I can just pick up the cake stand, clean it, and then put it back.
Yeah, we're walking on cloud nine. I've been a fool to live without your love. It's like I've been waiting around for you. Why did you take so long to come to me? Maybe you were waiting around.
Right here, I wanted to show you just a few options. Once again, this is just a cupcake stand from the Target Dollar Spot. They are $1. Anytime you see them, grab a ton. They ever make great gifts. But just by switching out the pumpkin, you can get so many different looks. So I wanted to share that with you.
I can't explain for the life of me what you did to me when I met you last summer. You set me free, you believed in me. Now you're here with me, and we're walking on cloud nine.
These were the only fall pillows I could find. I have searched a million stores. They all have orange in them. They have browns. There's lots of like creams and tans, and they just did not go with my sofa. So when I found these gray ones, I was super excited. But as you're gonna see later, I didn't even end up using them there. I just do not like color on these sofas. I feel like everything needs to stay super ivory. So you're gonna see me mess with them here in a second, and then you're gonna see where they actually belong. And as of today, they are still there.
I can't explain for the life of me what you did to me when I met you last summer. You set me free, you believed in me. Now you're here with me, and we're walking on cloud nine. Wide awake and ecstatic, all take is to celebrate when my heart is.
I decided to take one of those pumpkin pillows and put it right here next to my fireplace, and I love it. Like, it makes the fireplace just really cozy, and now it has like the pumpkin up top, and then it's got the cozy pillow down below. And then I was trying to decide what I was going to do with the other one, and I took it into my laundry room and messed with it for a little bit. It took a little bit to figure out how I was going to do it, but so happy where both of these pillows ended up.
The great yellow sun is reflecting in your deep blue eyes. The day has begun. You spin around, you laugh to yourself, and I see you shining.
Now that I see this gray pillow in here, that black one is not coming back. I'm gonna have to find a gray pillow that's similar to this, but not fallish or have a pumpkin on it, because I'm just loving the vibe of this room.
Get rid of all your sorrows in this summer city. You'll never feel alone as long as you're with me. Get rid of all your sorrows in this summer city. There's no place on earth I would rather be.
I picked up this sign from Hobby Lobby. I want to say it was like $60 and then half off. But I just love the saying. It says fall is proof that change is beautiful. so many of us fight change, and it can be such a beautiful thing. Just look at all the amazing seasons we get to experience. And I loved layering it up here in my fireplace. I don't know that the clip's doing it justice, but it looks amazing. But now we're gonna head outside because I had to pick up some mums. And once again, I had filmed this on another day that I had picked them up just because I bought them and I didn't want to kill them. So I had to hurry and get them in the pots. But all of our like summer flowers had died. I had ripped them out a few weeks ago and it just looked so bare. So when all the mums came out, I was so excited to grab them. Typically I would do like orange, but like the only mums we have here are yellow or the ugly Boomer Sooner crimson, and I'm not putting OU colors in my house. So I love to have Go Pogues orange, but we went with yellow instead.
In the summer city, there's no place on earth I would rather be.
Also, the only place that you'll really see me use color is outside because I love pops of color out there and my cleaning products. Other than that, everything is pretty much super neutral.
You'll never feel alone as long as you're with me. Get rid of all your sorrows in the summer city. There's no place on earth I would rather be.
I gotta love, love. I gotta love, love. I gotta love, love. I gotta love. Some people say.
I love adding bright, beautiful flowers to these pots. I feel like it just completes it. I definitely want some more for our front porch, but I think I'm gonna hold out and see if we can get any orange in before I do that. But here's just a look at it in the evening time. I love sitting out here. It is just so calming and relaxing. But now we're gonna head back inside, and I'm just gonna take you through each space that we decorated today so you can see just the final look and how it turned out.
Love, love. I gotta love, love. I gotta love. I gotta love. Some people cool. Some people try to get.
Another thing I like to decorate with when it's fall are cozy blankets. So I need to get a new one, but this one I already had on hand. It doesn't match my style a ton, but it is the coziest blanket. So I always like to have that out. It's always in my nightstand dresser, but I pulled it out and it is just so nice to sit down and already have a blanket there. So if you're trying to fall up your house and you don't have a ton of pumpkins, you can do it with a blanket, you can do it with candles. You can definitely just set the mood in different ways, just whatever works best for the flow of your house.
I gotta
And just a reminder, in a world where you can be anything, be kind. I love that quote. I love seeing that every day. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. Thank you for watching today's video. If you're new here, I would love for you to subscribe. If you guys enjoyed the video, definitely give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Subscribe, click the links down below so I make a time. Comment, say hi, hit the bell so I know I'll see you next time. Next time, next time. So I know I'll see you next time. Next time, next time. So I know I'll see you next time. Next time, next time. So I know I'll see you next time.